Sorry, guys, we're back. So we were talking about the trade. We were talking about Hawkinson, Thielen for Andrews and Warren, and I was explaining my reasoning. See, the good thing about me and you being on this pod and trades that involve me and you is that we can explain our reasonings on
Yes,
this.
sir.
Nobody
Yes,
else can
sir.
explain their reasonings because they don't matter because they're not on the podcast. So,
Yeah, 100%.
um, yeah, I had four wide receivers. I wanted to get rid of one of them. I wanted to swap a wide receiver for a running back, which is what I did. And I wanted to get rid of Hawkinson because I had Justin Jefferson and I didn't want two pass catchers on the same team because it really bothers me. And the funny thing is, I've been having two people on the same team play like every single week the last 5, 6 weeks. And it's annoying, but
Mhm.
so that's why I did the move. And I would still do the move today. And honestly, if Mark Andrews didn't die, it's not a bad deal. Like it's not a
No,
bad deal.
at that point,
Um
really the issue was because it was a potato for the tight ends. Thielen was balling. Obviously, he's fallen off now, but at that point, Thielen was balling.
yeah.
That's why it didn't make sense to me.
Yeah, Thielen was wide receiver 8, now he's 11. He's gone 15, 4, and 1.2 at
Yeah,
Tennessee, which is but yeah, he's a target machine. I probably but it was the only one that made it was Thielen was so Josh was the only one that it made sense with. Nobody else had. I wasn't gonna get Kelsey, and I
yeah,
wasn't gonna trade Hawkinson for anything other than Kelsey or Andrews. So and
yeah,
then on the flip side, we couldn't do Holly because he had James Conner, and we couldn't do Waddle because he had Mostert. So it was literally like the only trade, and I was like the night before, I was like looking at my phone. I like fell asleep looking for trade deals for like an hour and a half. And I texted him
yeah.
the next morning. I was like, I was up all night looking for a trade partner, and you're the only one that this deal will work with.
Yeah.
I was like, so take it. And he's like, all right, fine, whatever.
I
Um
guess the only thing for me is this is the second deal this year that you've traded and bolstered a team that I was playing, and I was trying to figure out. I thought we was Gucci. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
so funny. It just so happens. But now you get your revenge because now look, I giveth and I take the podmaster giveth, the podfather giveth, and he taketh away.
100%.
I'm giving you a win this week. Do you see my lineup? I got Jawan Johnson and Elijah Moore and Zach Moss would be good, but like Zach Moss and Jim Browning, bro. Jim
Yeah.
Browning
And Christian McCaffrey and
and and Miami defense against Washington.
I'm saying, bro. And we're
Um, that'll be all right. I think you should win. If I score over 115, I'd be surprised.
mm,
Who was this? So who won this? I guess it has to be Josh because
yeah,
Mark Andrews fell. But again, you put me in that same position, I literally make the same deal. So,
I ain't mad at it.
um, next up, this was deadline day, November 22nd. Cataldo traded away Njoku and he got Cortland Sutton. I
It's a
think
pretty
that's a
good
straight
deal.
push. Yeah, I think that's a straight push.
Yeah.
I
Because
don't really.
Njoku's been pretty good recently.
Yeah, Njoku's been great. He's been what you want from your tight ends, 11, 12
Hmm.
points a game. And Sutton is now I think Sutton's better than I would rather start Sutton than Lockett on a week to week basis. So
Yeah, for sure. For sure. That's reasonable.
definitely a push. Good job on both ends.
Yeah. You want to talk about the deal
Another
that could have been?
well, we got a couple more, and then
Oh,
we
okay,
talk
gotcha,
about
gotcha,
and then we talk about we actually have two more deals, and then the deal
gotcha.
that could have been.
Yeah.
So deadline day again. I mean, Joe made like three. Oh my God, who's that? DK Metcalf.
Wait, no way. What do you do? What do you do? What do you do?
Oh shit. DK Metcalf a long tutty. Oh shit, wait, you're playing him today. I was just
I'm
gonna
playing
ask.
him against you.
Yeah, 3 plays, 75 yards. Oh, that's a big touchdown.
Wait. Hold up. Is it like a my?
That's a
Because the
big
app ain't
touchdown.
catch up. That's what I'm talking about. You know what? I won that deal against a cool. What are you talking about? Let's
Yeah,
go.
we're trading. That's a live. We're gonna make a live trade on that one. That's not a push. Where's that push? Nope.
Right.
We're going
Yes,
Chris
sir.
S.
That's crazy, bro.
Wow, on Bland too. Mr. Pick
Hell
Six.
yeah.
Oh, that was just a simple slant route and he beat him.
Yeah. I mean, he's this is okay. Just to go back to it since we're on it. This is why I take a player like DK.
Yeah.
Devontae is a target machine, but DK could take a slant to the crib. Like I like that too. It's kind of like
Yeah.
a diet version of Tyreek.
Wow, that was not. I love DK. He's one of my favorite wide receivers in the league. What was that? 67 yards, 68 yards. What was that?
73. Don't
Nice.
treat me on my yards. Come on
Nice.
now.
That's a 17-point play. Very nice. All right.
Live with that.
There you go. So you won this week. That's nice.
Hmm.
All right. So again, so here's a Joe trade. 2 out of the 3 trades Joe did were just asinine. So Joe traded Olave, Isaiah Pacheco, and Pat Mahomes, 2 of which he just received a week before. And he receives DJ Moore, Josh Allen, Jerome Ford, and Kareem Hunt from from Grant.
Push because they both won off of that, I think. I
Wow.
think, right? If I
Yeah.
remember correctly.
No, Grant lost. Joe won. Grant lost. It's to me, I think it's still kind of a push for now. I think we have this conversation in 2 weeks' time. I think Joe won this deal. Obviously, and Grant will tell you he'd rather have Josh Allen than Mahomes, and he'd rather have DJ Moore than Olave, and I'd rather have Pacheco than Kareem Hunt, or I mean Jerome Ford. But Joe ate Josh Allen is eating Josh Allen and DJ Moore's buys this week. So for Grant, and
When he
Grant
has to make the push.
yeah. Well, who, Joe?
Yeah, because he has to stay, he has to continue to win.
Yeah, Joe has to continue to win, but also Joe beating Josh last week was huge because now he's still out of the playoffs actually, but I don't know. I just thought it would really weird. I think Joe got the better players in the deal, but I think that he's eating buys when he can't afford to be eating. Like if I made this move, that makes sense to me. That makes sense. I
Yeah,
honestly,
no,
I
that's good.
probably should have done that. I wish, Grant, would you have given me, if I gave you Justin Fields, Justin Fields, Jalen Warren, and Jalen Waddle? Justin Fields, Jalen Warren, Jalen Waddle. Oh, well, Fields is on bye this week, so he wouldn't have done that. Never mind. But
Yeah, and
I would have loved those guys. Imagine Josh Allen, McCaffrey,
it would have been
Justin
ludicrous, dude.
Jefferson.
Like
I mean, I can tell those 4-man league team at that point.
100%, yeah.
How's that going, by the way, Cataldo? Your 4-man league team. You winning? What's going on with that?
All right.
What do you think about this one?
I'm
You said
pushing
push.
it. I'm pushing it.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess I'll push it. I'd rather have the players that Joe has, and Grant would agree, but I think I would push it. And then the last deal before the deadline, and I think I had a lot of people scratching heads on this one too, but I had a lot of people scratching heads on the last one, and on the other big one, and I won. Excuse me. You're in the middle of my podcast.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize. Hi,
How are you?
Are you kidding me? What other podcasts had their moms walking in on them?
It's a blooper.
I don't know. Moms work at Pizza Wagon.
Just letting you know. Yeah, my mom works at Pizza Wagon now. We're all employees here, even the dogs.
100%.
I came to get a slice of pizza.
Oh,
there you go.
Well, 100%. All right, cool. You know what? It would have been funny if I was actually in Pizza Wagon doing this podcast.
You had me when we first started.
That would have been funny.
Yeah.
Anyway, last deal. I traded away Marquise Brown and Hollywood to Akul for Mike Evans and Isaiah Likely. What's your opinion on that?
Yeah. Wait, you traded Marquise Brown and
I traded Waddle? Hollywood Brown and Waddle for Isaiah Likely and Mike Evans.
Ooh, give me the Mike Evans and Likely, honestly.
I think, it's my team, but I think so too. Jalen Waddle and Hollywood Brown both had really good games last week. They combined for 19 and 14. They combined for 35. Mike Evans and Isaiah Likely combined for 32.
Gang, Waddle's been mid. Like, why are people like? I get it. Waddle has more potential to blow up, but Mike Evans has been fantastic. And did you see Isaiah Likely in that game against the Chargers? He was a target machine in like the first quarter.
Yeah, first half he had 4 catches on 6 targets for 40 yards. It was promising, but then I
I
don't
mean,
know
it
what
fell
happened.
off, but I think that's just because the Chargers stink.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. The Ravens just stopped moving the ball, but I don't know. It was a pretty crapshoot game, but I listen. Marquise Brown was like waiver, like he was playing. So I sent this to Josh because I texted Josh and I was like, you didn't like my trade, and he was like, no, I think you lost that one. He was like, you gave up you gave up Hollywood and Waddle for Mike Evans, and he's like, I think you lost that. I was like, that's fair. I said, but I do think I traded away a wide receiver 3 in Waddle masked as a wide receiver 2, and I traded away a barely flex wide receiver masked as a wide receiver 3. And I got Mike Evans, who's quietly wide receiver 9, averaging 17.5 points a game.
I'm just gonna say it. Even if Likely wasn't in that deal, I think you still win if you just take that deal.
And now my wide receiver, like, and I know I only have 2 wide receivers and I gave up depth. But like, I don't know. My starting lineup is Field, CMC, Jonathan Taylor, Justin Jefferson, Mike Evans. Like, I
You know
don't
what I'm
like
saying? Like,
those
what
5
more did
guys
you ask
alone
for?
will
Like,
put up 100 points by themselves.
yeah.
So I don't. And he was taken in the 8th round, which I actually, which is wild. But yeah, dude. I mean, wide
I
receiver
think you won.
9.
I thought you won it when you did it,
Yeah, I think you
but it's
texted me. I think you
but it's
texted me.
because I've been watching. Like, I was like, I've watched these guys play. They're not playing good,
Yeah.
or fantasy wise, at least they're probably playing good football, but fantasy wise.
Jalen Waddle. So let me go back to that. If we want to look at like take Likely was in there just because I had just because I had Andrews. Take him out. I moved wide receiver, and now this is after last week where both Waddle, well, all 3 of them played well. But
Yeah.
I moved wide receiver 31 and wide receiver 27 for wide receiver 9.
Honestly, when we drop the ep, I want to see what Akula thinks because I think he'd think the same thing or say the same thing.
Yeah. And I want to know, and I like I said, I originally asked him for Devontae. I gave him the same offer, and I was like, "Can we do this for Devontae Adams?" And he said no. He liked Adams's upside. I said, "Then can we do Mike Evans?" And he said, "I like that deal." Him and I went back and forth on a million different deals, but we landed on this one. And he's like, "I would do the Mike Evans one." And then I got it, and I was like, honestly, like I'd rather Mike Evans than Devontae Adams right now. I think I would.
No, for sure.
I love Devontae because he was on my team 2 years ago when I made a playoff push, my first time in the playoffs. I got 3rd place. I really love Devontae. I think he's a sick wide receiver. I never really loved Mike Evans for some reason, even though he's been so consistent. But I was like, this day and age, today, I'd rather have Mike Evans.
I think once Devontae is a Jet, I'm gonna always prefer Devontae over anyone else. But
Yeah.
until then, like I'm not like, nah. Mike Evans has played really, really well, and he scores touchdowns, bro.
Yeah.
They get down to the 1 yard line and they're throwing fades. It's not.
Yeah.
They ain't running the ball down there.
Godwin's good, but he's just not there anymore. Like he's what am I trying to say? He's just not really part of that offense anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's because of Baker. This is why I hate Baker.
Yeah. So the only wide receivers that have scored more fantasy points this year than Mike Evans, Tyreek Hill, Keenan Allen, CeeDee Lamb, Stephon Diggs, AJ Brown, Amon-Ra St. Brown, DJ Moore, Jamar Chase.
Think about this. This receiver was taken in the 8th round, and that's who's in front of him.
Yeah. It was a steal of the draft, honestly.
Maybe Kyron, but we'll get back to
that.
But who's asking, you know?
That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, I mean, I think I won that. I wonder what a cool would think, but I think I won that. So I'll put Marco. Wow, only 19 trades this year.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, that does it. That's all 19 trades. That's all 19 trades reviewed. Let's talk about a potential 20th that could have been done. So the second I made the move for Mike Williams, You texted. Well, I was talking to you about it because usually we conversate when trades go through because
Mhm.
that's just how we are.
Yeah, of course.
I got a. Where is it? Oh yeah, you texted me. Yeah, so you said the lads are itching for the goods, and then we were talking about the post trade pod,
Yeah.
and then you said honestly. So I was telling you that he wanted. I said I tried getting Tay, but his price is too high, and you said honestly I'd want Mike Evans more. I'd hate Baker, but might have taken Mike Evans over DK and mine in a Cools deal. Looking back, look how consistent you are. See, you're saying what you
Brother,
said.
I'm a man of my word.
Yeah, looking back just off usage, and I said, yeah, he's been the better wide receiver. I like Tay more than Evans, but whatever. I said, you want JT and Evans?
Oh my
So
god.
I was so itchy. I was just like, I made a deal. I made 2 deals. I was just like
Yeah.
on a high from trading at the deadline. And
Yeah.
then you said 4, not vehemently opposed for the right price. And I said Metcalf, Amari, and Kyron/Monty. You take your pick on the running back. I'd be gifting you a dub next week. You said you're looking for both receivers. I said, yeah, I only have Evans and OBJ right now. You said, I'm straight.
I'm cool.
I'm straight. I said, haha. I said quads, JT, Keenan Allen, Mike Evans, Kittle, Monty/Kyron, though. Lordy.
Mm.
I'd have considered Monty and Amari for JT, but hate JT's schedule on the way out. Well, yeah, so I think I would have preferred Kyron over Monty, but I was willing to take Monty, Metcalf, and Amari for JT and Mike Evans, and you said no.
So, okay. So let me paint the picture here.
Yeah.
I'm in the heart of Canary Islands, just coming back from the beach. I'm
My,
feeling
my
high,
man,
high
my
on
man's
life.
my man's in Spanish territory on the beach, off the coast of
You know
Africa,
what I'm
chilling
saying?
like a villain
You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
in
I'm not
paradise.
taking this chump change. So to paint the picture, the reason why I texted you the day after was like, damn, I wish I took that. Because I was thinking about it. I was like, if my stupid ass was ready to offer you Monty and Amari for JT, why would I not have just flipped the receivers?
Yes.
Like, I was like, wait, I was like, it's the same thing. Like,
Yo.
oh my gosh. And the reason why, I mean, Monty's obviously still been good, but he's becoming a bit more touchdown dependent with how much Gibbs is used.
Yeah.
And that's frightening me. Obviously, if I don't make the playoffs, it doesn't matter. But like he's becoming more touchdown dependent. And I mean, JT's hurt now, and unless I imagine, were you going to give me Zach Moss too?
Yeah, obviously. I'm not
Yeah.
a loser like that. I give handcuffs. I'm not
Well,
Ante. I don't hoard Ante or Zach. I don't hoard handcuffs.
well, that's the thing, and I guess that's my thought process. It's like I'll just tell you, you were never going to get Kyron from me. Um, I should say some of the deals that Vinko tried to offer me for Kyron. I'm like, bro, come on, like let's get on the same page here. I think it was like Kyle Pitts and like the Lions defense at one point. I was like, dog.
Nice.
I'm like, what we doing? Like,
Art of the deal, man. That's why he makes no trades.
100%. 100%. But
That's
anyways,
funny.
um, I don't know. I mean, looking back, I'm fine with Monzy, but I'm like, if I could have had JT or Zach Moss whenever who's like comes back, like, dude, like
I think you would have won out the season, honestly.
I had a better shot than I do now.
JT and Mike Evans combined for 46.1 last week.
Yeah, DK and Monty didn't. So
Didn't. And Amari.
Yeah, and Amari.
Who's Amari?
Yeah, he's a Trump change at this point. Unless Joe Flacco turns him back into Oakland Amari. I mean, he's a wash. There was something. I think there was something about the fact that I was giving up 2 receivers that I
Yeah.
can't give up 2 receivers, and I was like, wait, I absolutely could.
Yeah, Josh
But
Downs. You could have
yeah,
just.
yeah,
That's why
yeah,
I was so confused. I was like, why would you not do that? You have Josh Downs and you had Singletary, who was good. You would have had JT, Saquon, and either Monty or Kyron.
yeah.
Like you can only start 8 guys, like or 7 guys. I don't know. There's 6 guys even. You can only start 6 of those guys. I don't really understand where you were going with it. I was like, you know what? It's fine. I probably shouldn't do it anyway.
But no, but like I'm just saying, like maybe if we started talking the day
Oh
before,
my
it's
God,
like
DK
this.
Metcalf again.
No, you tripping. No, you lying. You lying. You lying.
I swear. That was like a 40-yard grab. This guy's going, oh, he already has 100 receiving. He already has
Oh
100
my
receiving yards.
god. Was it a tutty?
No, it wasn't a tutty. It was like a 40-yard grab. He is dicing up this Bland dude.
Yeah. Put some respect on DK's name, bro.
Oh, just
Sorry, cool. I stole one.
wow. He's got 100 receiving yards already. Has to have.
Yeah, yeah. Hell yeah. And we just getting started.
Yeah, 2 catches for 107 yards and a touchdown.
And this okay. This ain't even trade talk, but I want Cats to recognize what's going on. Cats is like, oh, Deron Bland's an all pro. He's not a good corner.
No,
He just
no,
gets pick sixes. Like, come on.
no. I don't think. Well, that's the same thing with Trayvon Diggs with all those picks.
100%.
Like Trayvon Diggs again, so he's a good corner, but like, is he sick? No, like he's good.
He's fine.
He picks the ball. I mean, he gets good positioning on it, but
Mhm.
like any of those guys that I just named in the top 9 would just burn his ass. I think, honestly.
100%.
I think
He
his
knows
brother
where to be.
Stephon would burn his ass.
Yeah, 100%.
And he knows
100%,
it.
bro.
And he knows it.
Diggs would cook him.
Are they
All right,
brothers or
it's
cousins?
a trade talk pod. It's a trade talk pod. Who winning the chip?
Who winning the chip? I don't know. I can't say because I want it to be me. Honestly, I think it's either me or Cataldo.
Really?
I think
Okay.
I think I have the best, like I said, the 5 that I mentioned.
Mhm.
The when JT comes back, I think Field, CMC, JT, Jetta, and Mike Evans. I also have really good defenses that I've already set up for the rest of the year. And then Warren's all right, but I think those 5 are probably the best 5. Like give me your top 5 and on any team. I think you have a really sick top 5, and I think, but you're kind of outside the picture. And I think
Yeah.
Josh has a really good top 5. But other than that, I think I have the best top 5, and I think those can carry me to the chip. I also have the bye, or I should have the bye, so that'll help.
Why
But
don't you stand on business?
I do think Cataldo has the deepest team, and Cataldo can definitely interchange a lineup. So Cataldo's best lineup can score 125. Cataldo can then swap out 3 guys and still score 125. Like if you look at Cataldo's bench this week, everybody's on bye
Mm-hmm.
but one person, and he's still projected 120, and he'll still score that. And he's been really consistent all year. So I think I probably have the best top, like the best, like the highest fantasy scorers that can give me like a 30 bomb or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. But I do think Cataldo is probably the best prepared for a title run. Dark horse though, I do think Rich is a dark horse to win it all though.
Got you. So you winning the chip?
Let's hope. Honestly, let's hope. That would set the league ablaze.
I'm telling you, man.
That would set the league ablaze.
I mean,
Let's hope.
I still think
What about
I
you?
need some help. I need some help, but I still think I can make it the chip. The issue is Keenan's not the chip, the playoffs. Forget the chip for now. I think I make the playoffs, but Keenan's got to help me in beating Rich, and Dak is already off to a pretty good
Yeah,
start.
yeah. So you just gotta win out.
Yeah.
What do you 4-8, 4-8, or 5-8, or 5-6, 5-7, or 4-8, 4-8,
Mm-hmm.
6-8 without. You have a really high points for though.
Yeah.
Listen, as long as it doesn't say E, you have a chance.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like
It ain't over till it don't over till it's over. So as
and
long as
when
you,
DK dropped 45 tonight.
yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know. It ain't over till it's over. So,
Right. Let's get it.
who do you think's winning the chip? If it ain't you,
Yeah. I told you that the minute you took the Justin Jefferson trade.
yeah. Let's hope.
Yeah.
We'll
Connor's
see.
been signed into my fantasy, and he saw that trade. He was like, "Oh, Marco won."
Ah, nice.
You know, it's like
I think I would have been honestly better suited had I had maybe if you know what, if Mark Andrews didn't go down, I think the team that I had with Mark Andrews and Waddle and Hollywood, and Warren and CMC, and like that team that I had before the morning after I woke up from that Andrews trade, I think I had easily the best team in the league. by far, and I think I was best suited for the playoffs. And I thought, like, I'm going to win the title. Like, I saw my lineup for week 14 or no, week 12.
Mm-hmm.
I saw my lineup for week 12 and I was like, wow, I feel bad for whoever's playing me week 12.
Yeah.
Like, that is a sick fucking team.
Yeah.
But things happen. So I had to make adjustments.
Dark horse, just because he'd been there many a time, Ante gonna fuck around again and chip.
Yeah, it's just I'm gonna leave the league if Ante wins again.
I didn't see this movie one too many times.
Because it's either him or Vinko. Vinko will make the championship and win it because everybody scored under 100 against them. Like, something's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
But I appreciate that. That'd be cool. We'll see. A first time winner would be cool. First time winner would be cool. Me or Cataldo would really like. Me or Cataldo winning would really put a damper on like the shit talk in the league.
Oh
because
my god, it'd be insufferable.
Who do you think's getting last?
Hey, we started this year and we had this conversation based on Zach's team. I don't remember exactly the wordage you used, but you said it. It's like Zach's team could either be fantastic or it could fuck him just based on like how many injuries and stuff he was waiting on. I ain't gonna lie to you. Zach's in a kind of a shitty position right now.
Yeah. I
and
agree.
Cooper Kupp ain't been Cooper Kupp, if we're being real.
No, I know, and I think projecting him 13.1, I've never seen him projected so low.
Oh my gosh, never, ever.
I think that's too high for him right now. They're playing Cleveland. Yeah. I think that's too much.
Yeah. I mean, obviously Keenan's got a tough matchup with Rich right now, but like, I don't know. I think Zach might lose out.
Yeah, I said on draft night, I said this team is either going to win the title or be at the bottom of the standings.
Yeah.
I was right.
Yeah, not real.
So I don't know. I do think Keenan's in a better position now than he was 2 weeks ago, obviously, and I think Zach is sweating a bit, but I would rather have Zach's team than Keenan's team. I need to win this week and next week, and I'm looking at those two rosters. I think I'd rather have Zach's team.
We know Ken Walker. I mean, he's not like earth shattering, but he is his RB2.
I think I'd still rather have him. I think I'd still rather have his team. I don't know. Keenan, I don't know. Zach's getting last from first to last. Listen, we've had Ante win a title and get last, and we've had Rich win a title and get last. And if me or Cataldo win, me and Cataldo will have won a title and gotten last.
And got last. Oh shit! All right.
And then if Zach loses, he will have won a title and gotten last. So
there you go.
Obviously a lot needs to happen. But if Zach gets last and either me or Cataldo win, which there's a good chance of all those both happening, then a quarter of the league will have both won a title and done a punishment.
Hey, now.
Which means that fantasy is a load of bullshit. Like it's literally a load of bullshit. It's luck, and it's just whoever it is every year.
What does it say about cats that ain't never touched the playoffs and just want to see what it feels? What's up?
No, I think you've had a lot of bad luck again this year. I really think if it wasn't for me, I mean, I've had injuries this year, but I've had relative good luck this year. If it wasn't for me, you'd probably have the worst luck in the league.
Dude, I'm just like...
But it's trending towards you big time.
Yeah. I just don't understand it, dude. Like, I left draft night with Saquon, Devontae, Keenan Allen. I was like, oh,
I was stunned. I looked at your team. I was like, how did they let you draft this team?
Yeah. I was like looking at the computer. I was like, is this real? And then obviously it's real as fuck.
Yeah.
Real shitty.
As it is, dude. All right, so you got to win out. And a good start from DK and a good start from my trash team. So we'll see what happens.
Hey, man. Let's get it.
This has been good. It's been good to get back on it. It's been good to have a good time. I hope everybody hates our analyses. We don't care because we're giving you entertainment. That's all from us. Until next time. Ciao, ciao.
Amazing.